Good morning, good morning, good morning. You all come on in. Come on in this morning. If you're tuning in via Facebook, will you like, tag, and share this broadcast? Tag three people in it. Let them know we're talking about rest this week. They need to join us for a Rise and Build. Share this to your groups, share this to your page, share this to your profile. And make sure that you, of course, click like on the video. Then, if you're not already following Reverend J. Daniels on Facebook, will you click that follow button? Hit the bell notification so you'll get notifications when we are live, which is Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, 4 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. We're right here live every morning, Monday through Friday. If you're on our YouTube, well, welcome to the YouTube land. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the Create Your Now YouTube channel right there, and make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you can get notifications when we're on live right here on YouTube. Also, make sure that you like this video on YouTube, and then click the link. Click the button for share and copy that link and send it out to three people and tell them, hey, jump on. If you can't jump on now, just catch the replay. We'll be right here on the YouTube channel. I'm excited on this Tuesday. Happy Transformation Tuesday to you guys. I hope it's still warm. It's getting warm. It's getting better. I hope power's been restored. All of the things to those that have been dealing with the winter storm. I'm praying for you, certainly. And those of you all who have the long-lasting effects of the winter storm, like us, the roads are pretty much clear. They cleared the roads. We're doing well in that regard. It's 10 degrees this morning. However, our kids are out of school another day. So they're out of school today and tomorrow. So we got that effect. I'm ready for the kids to go back to school. But good morning again to each and every one of you all today. Today, we're going to talk about burnout is not a badge of honor. We're going to talk about how burnout is not a badge of honor. Oftentimes, in the church setting for sure, in the African American culture of the church setting for sure, we pride ourselves in burning out, or pride ourselves in being exhausted or overworked, or just busy. We see this even in the Bible with Mary and Martha. Martha is at the foot of Mary's at the foot of Jesus, and she's worshiping, and she's lamenting, and she's anointing his feet. And Martha is in the kitchen serving, and she's working, and she's busy, and she's really burning out, which is why she's telling Jesus, "Hey, you need to tell Mary, get up from there and come assist me," because she's burning out. And many times we have in the Black, especially African American culture of the church, have taught, indoctrinated that we just got to work, push through the exhaustion, push through the burnout, and just keep working. Somewhere along the way, exhaustion became impressive. Somewhere along the way, exhaustion became impressive. We celebrate how tired we are. We brag about how little we slept. We wear burnout like it's a badge of honor. But burnout is not proof of obedience. Exhaustion is not evidence of faith. Running on empty is no way near spiritual. You were never called to destroy yourself in the name of purpose. You were never called to wear yourself out in the name of purpose. You were never called to beat your body down in the name of purpose. God didn't save you to drain you. He saved you to lead you so that you can also lead in the earth realm. And leadership starts with stewardship of yourself. You need to steward yourself. So the first point I want to make today, as we talk about in our coaching call today, that burnout is not a badge of honor, is that hustle culture is not kingdom culture. Write that down in your notes. Hustle culture is not kingdom culture. I know I'm going to get in trouble, get a little feedback, get a little static here, but it's okay. Hustle culture is not kingdom culture. The world says work until you collapse, while God says work from a place of rest. Hustle culture glorifies grind, while kingdom culture values rhythms, systems, structure, order. One burns the body, the other builds the future. Burnout doesn't happen because you're called, it happens because you ignore the limits, your human limits, your emotional limits, your mental limits. Limits are not a weakness. We talked about this. They're wisdom. They tell you when to pause, they tell you when to breathe, they tell you when to reset, they tell you when to rest. Builders who ignore limits don't build faster. However, they do break sooner. And hustle culture is designed, watch this, for you to crash. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about it today, but this is a coaching call, therapy session, deliverance session. I got to be real with you. That hustle culture ends up always, it's designed to make you crash. It's designed to make you spaz out. It's designed to make you run on empty. It's designed for prison. It's designed for the grave. It's designed for sickness. It's designed for torment. The more you hustle, the more you're tearing down what God built to sustain. We got to step into culture, kingdom culture, and that is the time of rhythm. Now, the kingdom rhythm is create, complete, and rest. We talked about this. He said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness. And the image and likeness we have God in Genesis is that God created, he completed, and he rested. This is one of the systems or the rhythms of the kingdom. Not hustle. Not I got to get up and do. Yeah, you do have to do. Now let me stop there. You do have to execute. You do have to produce, but you need to do it from a place of rest and not a place of hustle, not a place of I got to because I need. Here's the reality: hustle culture is birthed in poverty. Hustle culture is birthed in poverty. Growing up, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Um, uh, uh, I'm a 99 2000s baby. When I say I'm a 99 2000 baby, that's not when I was born, but that's the music that I like. 99 2000s. So you had Ja Rule and Nelly and Chingy and I'm just trying to think of all the people that were in popular there, the Yin Yang Twins, Murder Inc. and this is the 504 Boys and the No Limit Records and all of these things were going on during those times, which all made this hustle mentality glorified. But here's the reality. If you go back and look at all of these people who glorified this hustle mentality, it's because they came from nothing. Hustle mentality is birthed out of poverty. While kingdom culture, kingdom rhythm is birthed out of submission. Okay. All right. We'll go on. We'll talk about that in another coaching session. Hustle mentality, hustle culture is birthed out of poverty, while kingdom culture is birthed out of submission. You need to submit to God. Okay, truth number two. I gotta go. Truth number two. I'm gonna get in trouble. Overworking is often rooted in fear. Overworking is often rooted in fear. Sometimes we don't overwork because we're passionate. Mm-mm, absolutely not. We overwork because we're afraid. What are we afraid of? We're afraid of falling behind. We're afraid of being forgotten. We're afraid of not being enough. We're afraid of not having enough. We're afraid of going back to poverty. We're afraid of going back to the project. We're afraid of going back to not being able to pay our bills. We're afraid, we're afraid, we're afraid. So we push, we prove, we perform because we are in fear of going back. We are in fear of not having enough. We know what it felt like last year. We know what it felt like when we stayed in hotels. We know what it felt like when we had to stay on our friend's couch. We know what it felt like when we didn't have a car. We know what it felt like when we didn't have a job. We know what it felt like when we didn't have food to eat. And so we push, prove, and perform so that we never have to go back to that place. Remember, hustle mentality is birthed out of poverty. Fear. Fear. And while we think we're performing, while we think we're executing, while we think we're grand, while we think we're checking things off our list, while we think we are submitted to God, the reality of it is we're really submitted to fear. Okay. Selah. Let that sink in. Have you really been submitted to God, or are you submitted to fear? Who is your master? Where is your submission? Fear-driven productivity creates pressure, not peace. And many of us are under a lot of fear-based productivity, fear-driven productivity, which has created a lot of pressure in our lives and not peace. It's created a lot of pressure in our lives and not peace. You don't need to exhaust yourself to be valuable. You are already about, in fact, let me stop right here and put it in the comments if you got to. Say it while you're driving, while you're fixing your children breakfast. Just declare it. I am valuable. I am valuable. No, you need to open your mouth and say it. I am valuable. You need to let hell know I am valuable. You need to let your family know I am valuable. You need to let your friends, your foes, everybody around you know I am valuable. In 2026, we're not going to play small anymore. In 2026, we're not going to play dumb anymore. In 2026, we're not going to shrink anymore. Say it again. I am valuable. You don't have to exhaust yourself to prove your value. If people, places, and things can't see, respond to, react to, resonate with your value, then you are in the wrong place. When you work from fear, rest feels irresponsible. When you work from fear, poverty mindset, hustle mentality, rest seems irresponsible. That's why you feel guilty resting. This is what, Saturday? Did I go Saturday? No, because it started snowing early Saturday than we thought. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is day 4 of me not in the gym, me not on a treadmill. And normally I feel guilty because I need to work out. I need to work out. I need to work out. But you know what? It's irresponsible of me when the elements of the world has set me down to a place of rest for me to feel guilty about resting. No, I've slept. Yep, slept during the day, been up all night. I don't know. It's been crazy. But I don't feel irresponsible or guilty anymore. Rest is important. Rest is necessary. Rest will keep you from spazzing out. All right. When you work from trust, rest feels wise. When you trust God and you work from that place, rest feels wise because God's working it out. Rest feels wise because God has a purpose and a plan, and He knows. Okay, let me calm down. He knows the plans that He has towards me. Plans of good and not of evil, plans to prosper me, of a hope, of an expected end, of a future. And when I trust from that place, when I work from that place, rest feels wise because I can lay down, I can sit down, I can sit back and trust the fact that He knows. Ooh, I'm ready to go up in tongues, but he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows what I'm going through. He knows what he has planned. He knows what's next. He knows how I'm going to come out. He knows how long I'm going to stay in. Somebody just put in a comment, he knows. And because he knows, I can trust that. Nothing in the earth happens unless the Lord allows it. He knows. I know the devil is seeking, he's going to and fro, and he's throwing curveballs, but it is all because God allows it for a purpose and a plan that he knows. Oh God. All right, I got to stop. This is a coaching call. He knows. Somebody all day long, you just need to stand with that. He knows. Maybe I need to get a t-shirt, or maybe I need to get a hoodie. He knows. Yep, he knows. He knows. He knows. And that's all that matters if God knows. All right. When you work from a place of trust, rest feels wise. Truth number three. Truth number three, you're taking notes. Burnout sabotages your calling. Burnout sabotages your calling. Burnout doesn't just make you tired, it makes you blurry. It makes your vision dim. It makes you confused. Many of us, our vision dull, our patience is shortened, and our joy is fading because we're burning out. You start reacting instead of leading. Burnout doesn't announce itself. Let me debunk this. Burnout doesn't announce itself. It doesn't say, "Hey Jay, you're gonna burn out tomorrow." It doesn't say, "Hey Jay, let me put on your calendar, burn out on the 27th." Burnout doesn't announce itself. It creeps in quietly over time. A little less joy, a little more irritation, a little more numbness. And then one day, it collapsed. Builders don't wait until collapse to rest. We build in margins that says, you know what, when we get here, we need to pull back. We build in infrastructure that says, you know what, when this thing starts to pull and bend and pressure on this side, I'm gonna pull back. Because the goal is not to finish fast, it's to finish well. I don't know who need to hear that in under the sound of my voice. The goal is not to finish fast. It's simply to finish well. Somebody just type in the comments, I'm gonna finish well. I'm gonna finish well. Y'all got to get up this morning. Just type in the comments, I'm gonna finish well. I know you moving around, just run. I know you may got it on the TV screen. Just run over to your phone and just type, I'm finished. I'm gonna finish well. I'm gonna finish well. I'm gonna finish well. I thought I needed to finish fast, but I understand now I just need to finish well. I thought it was about the speed, but now I know it's just well. I just need to finish well. All right. Our homework assignment. I want you to write down in your notebook, where have you normalized exhaustion? Where have you normalized exhaustion? Where has exhaustion become normal to you? I'm tired. Maybe it's in your house. Maybe it's with your spouse and your children and the day-to-day routines of cooking and cleaning after work and school and dropping kids off in recitals. You normalize exhaustion in that area. Because who's going to do it if I don't? Maybe it's in work. I work my 9 to 5, and then I come home and I bring work home, and I'm up on Saturdays trying to finish work, and Sunday night I'm trying to finish work, and maybe you have normalized exhaustion in working. Maybe it's in education. I need to take 15 hours. I need to take all of these credits. I got to finish. I got to finish. I got to finish. So you become exhausted writing papers and reading books and reading articles. Exhausted. Exhausted. Maybe it's at church. Oh, y'all don't want to hear this one. You know, all the pastors mad at me now. Maybe it's at church. I got to be there every time the church doors open. When if it's prayer and teachers meeting, if it's Bible study, if it's YPWW, you know, if it's Sunday school, if it's women's night, if it's youth night, I got to be there every time the doors of the church open. And you've normalized exhaustion by being in the church house. Where have you normalized exhaustion? Maybe it's in your entrepreneurship. And I understand it, because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. But you've normalized working odd hours, being up all night, early in the morning, staying, doing, and you've normalized exhaustion. Where? Write it down. Where have you normalized exhaustion? Then ask yourself, what boundaries do I need to build today, this week, this month, so that I can create a system, a rhythm, margins to keep me from collapsing? A stop time, a no, a pause, a day, a spa, a rest. What do I need to do? What boundaries do I need to start adding today, this week, this month, so that I don't collapse, so I don't burn out? Choose one boundary and honor it quickly. This is not laziness. This is real leadership. You can't lead what you don't steward, and you need to steward yourself so that you can lead others. You don't have to burn to build. You don't have to prove your worth with exhaustion. This is the season that you will stop glorifying burnout and you'll start protecting your calling. You'll stop glorifying burnout and you'll protect your calling. Stop it. Because builders who last are builders who will rest on purpose. Some of you need to rest on purpose and you need to rest in purpose. I heard that. You need to rest on purpose and you need to rest in purpose. Amen. All right, let's go. Our declaration for today: I release burnout. I honor my limits. I build from rest and not from pressure. I protect my calling and I create my now. I release burnout. I honor my limits. I build from rest and not from pressure. I protect my calling and I create my now. Make sure you like, tag, and share. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you've not already joined the school community, the link is in the description of the video. You need to join it. All of the things are going to start rolling out February 1st, and you need to be a part of that community to get it. Join it. It's free of charge. Just join the school community right there. The link is in the bio. It's in the description of the video. If you want to partner, if you want to sow, you want to donate, you want to give an offering, a seed in this space, the ways to do so is in the description of this YouTube video. And it's also in the comments of this Facebook video. You can sow right there via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Google Pay. All of the ways are right there of giving are right there. You can sow. This week, we're sowing in the denomination of $7, $1.77, $7.77, $27.77, $57.77. Wherever your faith is, wherever your obedience is, wherever your cheerful giving is, wherever your sacrifice to God is, you can sow right there in the denomination of 7. The ways to do that is right there. We thank you. We appreciate your seed. It is helping this ministry to continue. It is helping this podcast to continue. It's helping this coaching call to continue. And so we're excited about what the future is going to hold for those that are ready to keep arising and building. This is a time for you to arise and build. We're not going to shrink. We're not going to stop. We're not going to backtrack and backpedal. We're not going to hide our head in the sand. We're going to arise and build. And we're going to do so by building in rhythms of rest. All right? All right. I love you guys. Happy Tuesday again. Happy Transformation Tuesday. Go, grow, and glow. May his peace, his protection, and his provision be your portion today. Until we meet again, same time, same place tomorrow. Keep arising and keep building.